Number 1 is Bow, who's second favourite at the moment at 11-2 for the Cheltenham Gold Cup with Hills. Carl Llewellyn in the saddle. 2 is Lord Noley, who's a non-runner. 3, Alexander Banquet, Ruby Walsh over from Ireland. 4, Splendid, Robert Thornton. Number 5, Strong Tell, David Casey. 6 is Red Marauder, Richard Guest and Norman Mason combining again. They won the previous race with Red Arc, and that was Norman Mason's 200th winner. Number 7 is Lady Cricket, Tony McCoy. 8, Windross, Richard Johnson. Number 9, King's Mark, going for his 4th consecutive win of the season, and the £5 claiming conditional, David Dennis in the saddle once again. 10 is Foxchapel King from Ireland, Shea Barry. 11, King's Road, Jamie Goldstein. Number 12, Bouchasson is Robert Widger. 13, Gingembre, being ridden by Andrew Thornton. Number 14, Ad Hoc in the second set of Robert Ogden's colours. He's also got King's Mark. Timmy Murphy rides Ad Hoc. Number 15 is Esprit de Cotte, John Kavanagh. 16 is Norsky Lad, Joe Tizard. Number 17, Folly Road, Henry Oliver claiming the 3. And 18, Zaggy Lane, Simon Burrow. So there's one non-runner, number 2, Lord Noley. The going is now changed to heavy. 17 go, and the Hennessy, one of the best we've seen for years. And here with a full show of betting, Angus Loughran.
Thanks, Jim. This is a tremendous betting heat. Kingsmark, I saw plenty of 4s, but the opening show for the offices would be 7-2. Now 3-1. Tremendous support for that. Foxchapel King, also good money. I saw 8 very early in the ring. That's now 11-2 from 6s. Very, very good support for these two. I would say here, very weak in the ring, Ad Hoc. That one's the one that's being knocked out. And also Lady Cricket, weak in the ring. But the money at the moment here in the ring is for Kingsmark and for Foxchapel King.
They're racing in the Hennessy, and Bow, the top weight, is the first one to show from King's Mark, who takes up a very prominent position. Folly Road is there as well, followed by Splendid as they come to the first of 21 fences in this very heavy ground. Jumping in 4th is Windross on the inside of Gingembre, and further back in the field then is Esprit de Cotte, followed then by King's Road. 2 lengths back in the field then is Foxchapel King as they come towards the first of the ditches. Alexander Banquet, another Irish runner, is up there as well, followed by Norsky Lad, and back on the inside is Bouchasson. 2 lengths back in the field then is Ad Hoc, followed by Red Marauder, who settles 4th last as they come now to the 3rd. Strong Tell is out the back, so too is Lady Cricket, being ridden very quietly from behind, and Zaggy Lane is last of all. Continuing their journey down the back and heading towards the 4th, and the leader here is Bow on the inside from Folly Road. They jump it together. From in 3rd place Windross, and then up in 4th is King's Mark, followed by Esprit de Cotte. 2 lengths then to Gingembre, followed then by Splendid and King's Road, who's getting a bit closer in the centre. Followed then by Foxchapel King, and further back is Alexander Banquet. Norsky Lad wasn't too fluent at that back in the field. Giving them a start is Ad Hoc with Strong Tell, and also back towards the rear is Red Marauder, Bouchasson, and Zaggy Lane whips them in as they leave the back now on the first occasion. And Bow shows the way by a length and a half in the Hennessy to Folly Road, who's up in 2nd. Then in 3rd is King's Road, followed then by King's Mark. David Dennis has got a beautiful position, 4th on the inside. Half a length to Gingembre, followed then by Splendid, and right there in the centre is Windross from Esprit de Cotte and Red Marauder. Further back then is Alexander Banquet from Foxchapel King, and Ad Hoc, who's out very deep on the track as they come to the cross fence on the first occasion. Norsky Lad is back in the field, so too at this stage is Alexander Banquet in company with Foxchapel King. Well back is Strong Tell, followed by Lady Cricket, who's on the inside of runners right out the back. Zaggy Lane is giving them an enormous start as they head into the straight, and Bouchasson is last of all. Heading up the straight on the first occasion in the Hennessy, and Bow, the top weight, who's second favourite for the Cheltenham Gold Cup, but lumbered with a big weight here, shows the way by 2 lengths. 2 in 2nd, Folly Road, who took a bit of a risk at that but got over it okay. Norsky Lad, a mistake back in the field. King's Mark is up running 3rd. They're followed by Esprit de Cotte and Windross right there in the centre. On the near side is King's Road as they come to the open ditch, followed then by Gingembre, who's made some ground. Alexander Banquet right there in the centre from Splendid, and then Foxchapel King. Lady Cricket with those blue blinkers over on the far side, the spotted cap as they come to the next plain fence. Ad Hoc has just lost a little ground, followed then by Zaggy Lane making some ground in company there with Strong Tell as they head up towards the one that'll be the last next time round. Bouchasson is second last, and Norsky Lad is last of all. Out in front, it's Beau, who's jumping well. He jumped it very high there, the top weight, leads by half a length or so to in second place Folly Road. Then tucked away in third is King's Mark, who's being ridden a beautiful race at this stage. They're followed then on the near side by King's Road as they come to the water. Windross getting through on the inside, followed by Jean Jombe. Further back then is Spended from Red Marauder, Alexander Banquet. Fox Chapel King on the inside, saving ground from Ad Hoc, then Esprit de Cotte. Further back is Lady Cricket in company with the stablemate Strong Tell as they leave the judge behind. All 17 are still standing. Well back in the field behind Strong Tell is Zaggy Lane, followed by Buchasson, and Norsky Lad is last of all. Heading into the back, they're back where they started now, and heading towards the first one down the back. Beau led over it from Folly Road. They both jump it well. Then in third is Windross on the inside of King's Mark from King's Road. Half a length to Jean Jombe, followed next by Spended and Fox Chapel King as they come to the next ditch. They're followed by Esprit de Cotte and Red Marauder. Back in the field is Alexander Banquet from Ad Hoc out wide. Lady Cricket saving ground on the inside. Then Strong Tell, a gap to Zaggy Lane. Forget Norsky Lad and Buchasson as they come to the next plain fence. And it's Beau on the inside of Folly Road, but here goes King's Road up on the outside to apply some pressure. Just in behind them, Windross, who's very handy. Jean Jombe is next, followed then by King's Mark as they come to the next plain fence. Further back is Fox Chapel King. Back in the field is Ad Hoc, who's made some ground, and company there was Spended. They come now towards 6 out. The last one down the back, and King's Road is the leader in the Hennessy. From Jean Jombe running a big race. Beau jumps back up into to be sharing the lead again, followed by Red Marauder, who's there on the outside. Windross behind in the second wave of horses tucked away on the inside from Folly Road as they prepare to leave the back. And further back in the field then Spended, Strong Tell right around the outside, but King's Road from Beau, Jean Jombe and Red Marauder as they leave the back. Here comes Strong Tell. King's Mark the grey in behind, followed by Ad Hoc, the other Robert Ogden runner, out deep on the track with a green cap. Further back in the field then Fox Chapel King from Alexander Banquet. They've kicked away from Windross and Lady Cricket. They come to 5 out now. The cross fence, and Ad Hoc is a faller. The leader here is Jean Jombe from Strong Tell and Red Marauder. King's Road still there pushing away, followed then by Fox Chapel King from Alexander Banquet. King's Mark the grey is in behind, horses on the inside from Lady Cricket and Beau. They straighten up for the judge. They've got 4 left to jump in the Hennessy. King's Road on the far side from Jean Jombe. Just in behind them, battling away is Red Marauder, Strong Tell, Alexander Banquet called on for an effort. Fox Chapel King, they come to 4 out. King's Road and Jean Jombe together. King's Road on the far side from Jean Jombe, the near side. Further back in the field then is Alexander Banquet, followed then by Red Marauder, King's Mark, Lady Cricket and Strong Tell. At the next now to Jean Jombe on the near side, ranging up to King's Road with 2 left to jump. It's Jean Jombe on the near side, King's Road the far side. They're 5 lengths to Alexander Banquet and company there with Red Marauder over the second last. Jamie Goldstein riding for dear life on the far side on King's Road. On the near side there's Jean Jombe battling away. They come now towards the last. It's King's Road and Jean Jombe together. King's Road the far side, steadied but grabbed by Jean Jombe as they touch down. It's Jean Jombe on the inside who's now going into the lead. King's Road is fighting back on the run in. They race towards the elbow. King's Road, Jamie Goldstein gaining the upper hand from Jean Jombe, who can't find any more. But what a performance as they race up towards the line. It's King's Road who's going to win the Hennessy for Jamie Goldstein and Nigel Twiston-Davies. In second is Jean Jombe. In third then is Alexandra Banquet. Tight for fourth, Lady Cricket, a game run just ahead of Red Marauder, followed then by King's Mark and Fox Chapel King. They're followed by Strong Tell, and they are the only finishers. The others have been pulled up. The winner though is number 11, King's Road, owned by Mrs. Nicholas Jones, trained by Nigel Twiston-Davies, ridden by Jamie Goldstein. What a ride it was, and what a performance in this ground. And the 7-1 winner of the Hennessy, King's Road, gets a quote of 20-1 for the Gold Cup now from Ladbrokes and William Hill, with Seymour Business remaining the 7-2 favourite. So the winner is number 11, King's Road, but what a great win for Jamie Goldstein. Second is number 13, Jean Jombe, owned and trained by Lavinia Taylor, How proud she must feel of the horse Andrew Thornton in the saddle. And third, number 3, Alexandra Banquet, owned by Mrs. N. O'Callaghan, trained by Willie Mullins and ridden by Ruby Wash. Photo 4th. It rests between 7, Lady Cricket, owned by David Johnson, trained by Martin Pipe and ridden by Tony McCoy. And the other one in the photo with Lady Cricket is number 6, Red Marauder, owned and trained by Norman Mason, ridden by Richard Guest. Only 3 other finishers: King's Mark, Foxchapel King and Strong Tell.
11 Kings Road at 7 to 1. Second, number 13, ran a massive race, Ginjombra, at 20 to 1, having been backed at 40 to 1 in the offices this morning. Third, number 3, Alexander Banquet at 8 to 1. And fourth, number 7, Lady Cricket at 8 to 1. There were 17 runners.